Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today, and congratulations on Twisted Metal.
Much appreciated. It's good to be here with you.
But I kind of wanted to start off with, like, you Sweet Tooth, just even visually, as a costume, has so much, I don't want to say demented, but, you know, demented energy to what's like. So the first time you saw yourself kind of in costume, realizing, all right, this is what I'm going to be doing, this is the energy I'm going to be playing with. What was that like as a performer to like kind of step into that kind of, into something like Sweet Tooth?
You know, to be quite honest, it was very easy. I mean, anytime you put on a clown mask, a leather tactical bondage harness, and polka dot pants, it has a way of kind of thrusting you into the role, whether you like it or not. I mean, people are going to treat you a certain way. You're going to get looked at differently immediately. And that was very much the case with Sweet Tooth. Is once the costume went on, if I couldn't slip into character, the world would slip into character around me, because I was pretty terrifying to gaze upon walking around set.
Just imagining going up to, like, nobody wants to sit with you at lunch. Nobody wants it.
Nobody usually did, but, you know, I think they all thought I was way more method than I really am.
they were all expecting the, like, has he got a burger?
Yeah.
Does he have a burger? And something I do also love about the performance is that, like, obviously Will Arnett is kind of delivering a lot of the vocal performance, but you have to play so much physicality with the character. Sweet Tooth is very expressive. He's also, you know, Rick seemed like ruining. You got to throw Captain America around like a ragdoll. What was it like to kind of approach the character with that just pure physicality in mind, and not have to be as concerned with, like, kind of the dialogue?
You know, I honestly, it felt, you know, supernatural. I mean, obviously, having the ability to kind of portray this, you know, maniacal intensity that Sweet Tooth has, really, these huge emotional swings going from almost, you know, peaceful and happy to absolutely violent and murdering within a matter of seconds. It definitely was kind of the big presence when you're playing the role. And it's something I just kind of kept in mind, was that, you know, this character, it swings wildly, and you got to be able to have that emotional gear change at any moment in time, especially with a character like Sweet Tooth.
Kind of speaking, supporting that out, like, as you were playing during production, because everybody I've spoken to about any role with any project, you step into a role, you kind of have an idea, all right, I think I know what I'm going to do with it, I think I know how I'm going to approach it, I think I know how this is going to work. And not so really the final product, because of things you discovered during production, things you discover with the collaborators, things you discover with the director. With that in mind, what surprised you the most about Sweet Tooth?
I think the biggest surprise was, you know, just in general, like I said, like the mental transformation of what he kind of goes through in a scene where, you know, 1 minute he'll be completely composed and pretty reasonable, and then the next scene, the next second, if you will, you know, he'll have completely transformed and will have slaughtered 4 or 5 people in a room. So it's just having that ability to kind of switch in and out of various states of being, and on the drop of a dime, I think is the biggest thing that surprised me, as far as things that were just, you know, difficult to get through.
And then I think it's probably the last question I get in the time, but I've got to ask, like, what does Twisted Metal mean? Like, I know there's certain people of a certain age, myself included. As soon as you heard Twisted Metal getting a show, it's like, oh.
I mean, I think that very much was my reaction. I think, you know, at the time when my producer friend called me and kind of offered me the project, you know, he asked me, he's like, hey, you know, PlayStation, right? Of course I know PlayStation. You remember Twisted Metal? Of course you remember Twisted Metal. It was the launch title. It was the only one you bought back then because you got sick of playing Warhawk, you know, like, and then he'll be like, yeah, well, you know, we have Sweet Tooth. And I mean, I don't even think I needed to say yes. It was more like, well, what time you need me to show up? You know,
that was a contractual. That was the negotiations was just, yeah. All right.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Oh my God, Joe, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. Honestly, congrats on the series. I'm so excited for everybody to get to see it and freak out about it as much as I did. Have a good rest of your day, a good rest of however morning you're going to go through, and hopefully I'll talk to you again soon.
Awesome, man. Enjoy.